Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, the 22nd day of October. Here we go. Today, they're not exactly halachas, they're customs. Some are based on Kabbalistic ideas, but here they go. They're all related to the idea of holding the challah during Hamotzi at the beginning of a Shabbos meal, so here goes. Again, they're Kabbalistic things. You don't have to do them. We don't really understand the meaning for some of these, but these are common customs that people do when doing the motzi at a Shabbos meal. Number one, some people at the Shabbos meal on Friday night put one challah on top of another and make a little cut in the bottom challah, and that's marking the spot where they're going to cut when they finish making the bracha. The bottom challah is used on Friday night for Kabbalistic reasons. The cut of the bottom challah, it would be more appropriate if it's closer to you. That way, when you go to start cutting, you're not really passing by the first challah and kind of like ignoring it, because the bottom challah was closer to you anyway. Okay, then at the second meal, at the lunch meal of Shabbos, it is appropriate, according again to Kabbalistic reasons, to have the slit, the little cut, in the top challah, and have that one closer to you. It's on top anyway, and that'll be the first one that you reach to. And the cut, when I say cut, I don't mean a cut, just a mark with a nick, where the knife is going to begin cutting. But it should not be anything deep in the challah, which kind of ruins it. Just a little mark on the challah. According to some, the challah is covered during the motzi with your 10 fingers holding both of the challahs, and according to some, you lift up the challahs when you get to the word Hashem, God's name, or somewhere in the middle of the bracha you lift up the challahs, but not everyone does that. Some people don't necessarily have the challah covered during the motzi, but it's a little bit more prevalent for people to, yes, cover the challah and hold all 10 fingers on the two challahs. Some people say bershus right before they begin the hamotzi, but according to others that's not necessary, because bershus means with your permission, and you don't really need permission to be making the motzi. We more like ask permission for who should lead the benching, but if you're the leader of the house sitting there at the motzi of the table, you're supposed to be, and you just need to make sure you have their attention, but the word bershus is not quite necessary for that. And according to everyone, we dip the challah, of course, in salt. The Torah tells us when sacrifices were brought in the temple, al kol karbancha takriv melach, that there's salt always brought with every single carbon, and our table is the closest we get to an altar, and therefore we also dip our bread in salt. That's a random sampling of some of the things that people do at Hamotzi. Many of the ones that I just said are not exactly laws, but beautiful customs that the Jewish people have been hanging on to for thousands of years when making motzi at the Shabbos table. Thanks for logging on. Log on again for more tomorrow. Bye-bye.